Ever found yourself unable to act despite your abilities? What's the barrier? There was once a talented young archer. He had won many competitions and was proud of his skills. He believed no one could beat him. One day, the young archer heard about a Zen master who was also known for his archery. Wanting to show how good he was, the young man challenged the master. He confidently showed off his skills, hitting a faraway target with ease and even splitting his first arrow with the second.
"Try to beat that," the young man said, full of confidence. But the master didn't seem impressed. He didn't pick up his bow. Instead, he smiled and motioned for the young archer to follow him. They walked together in silence, climbing up a mountain. The air grew colder, and the path became more difficult. After a while, they reached a deep canyon with a narrow, shaky log bridge. The Zen master, without saying a word, stepped onto the shaky bridge. Even though it swayed beneath him, he walked calmly to the middle. He chose a tree far across the canyon as his target, drew his bow, and fired. The arrow flew straight and hit the target perfectly. The master then turned to the young archer and said, "Now, it's your turn." The young archer, who had been so confident before, now stood frozen with fear. He looked at the narrow bridge and the huge drop below. His hands began to shake. He couldn't bring himself to step onto the bridge. The fear of falling was too much. His once steady hands were now trembling, and he couldn't even think about drawing his bow. The master, seeing the young man's fear, said softly, "You have skill with your bow, but little skill with the mind. The mind breeds fear, and the fear is the edge of your character. Only by mastering the mind you can truly unlock your full potential."